Your forces are under attack.
Cocaine donated $3. You will absolutely never be able to convince me that Artosis on a roller coaster doesn't look exactly like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
That was... the amount of risks he was taking, man, damn. Like, when his vultures kept coming out on the map, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then he went double add-on Goliaths. Which was kind of funny, because when you go double add-on, normally it's tank. The Goliaths caught me a little bit off guard. Like, when I pushed the ramp and they popped out. Here, I want to see if it's a 7 racks that he did, because it felt very quick. Maybe it was an 8. It just because it was so close, it felt quicker. Yeah, okay, he sent literally his 5th SCV out. Hey, look at that. It's a fucking 7 racks. Why am I so fucking smart? Why do I know everything? It's crazy. No, it's 7 racks, like I said in the game, and then again before I started the replay. I know the difference in numbers is hard for you and your Protoss cohort, but 7 is not 8. Alright, so it's up 1 SCV after that. He went double fact. I think it's okay to do this as your follow-up to that for him. I thought for sure he'd be going Vulture into Goliath. I thought for sure, like with no add-on. He's like mining so much gas there. And then when my rack saw 2 Vultures moving across the map, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to win the game. Because you can moving shot Vultures. So many people get to where they are on the ladder just by having like a build order or something, or like cheesing. Like this guy, right? He sent literally the first SCV that popped out of his command center. He sent across a map to make a racks, and then he went 2 factory follow up, right? So it's like obviously he's very cheesy, but like look at this basic misunderstanding of how to play the game that he does next. Look at this, right? So double add-on CC, okay, we can go with that. He knows that I have Goliaths coming, and he takes his 5 Vultures. By the way, don't forget, like, he's now missed out on 25 seconds of build time on both factories because of add-ons. And he goes Goliaths, and he moves out. That's such a basic misunderstanding of how to do anything. Like, why are you... What? He's the one that has made add-ons, and he's the one that's making a command center, and he also attacks. It's like, so you're doing all the things at once, everything at once. And the thing is, he's making Goliaths. If he sits these 5 Vultures on his ramp and pumps out 4 Goliaths or so, right? Or even 2 Goliaths into 2 tanks, he can land a CC. He's going to get his command center up before me. Right? And in fact, by the way, when I started the Starport, I did this because he made add-ons. Because like, this is the thing that I talk about. Like, when I scout, it's so hard to figure out what they're doing. Why would you ever, in 2-fact versus 2-fact, make 2 add-ons, then Goliath. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense, because look what happens here. He loses, like, everything he has. But even if you do this, if you put the 2 add-ons on and then make Goliath, but you kept your vultures at home, you're fine too. It's only when he does all these bad things, all of them together, that it just doesn't... It's like, oh my god. You just have no idea what you're doing. You have no fucking clue. You just have a cheese build that you do, and so you're high MMR. It's like, if we gave him a comprehension test... It's just not there. It's not there. It's blowing my mind. Well, I had to check. I had to check because I'm like, what the fuck was this? This doesn't even make sense. Like, that game shouldn't have looked like that at all. Oh.